seen nothing. I ain't seen real. I ain't seen real problems since stripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my way I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sickle.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now Hall to start the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now it's Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but now it'll be third down. You look at this Colt defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the third round. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Jumbo!
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hall. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Jets at 9-1 on the year. And their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. Disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
And it's a run that they can refer back to as they continue on with their season. Okay, a little bit of a disappointment now, but they put together a streak before. Let's see how they rebound after that one and start to push forward.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. And go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. You talk about this Jets defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Richardson. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Hey, take 26. Hey, 88. Flip it, get it.
Rodgers now to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A give running right is Hall. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
In motion left is Mitchell. Second down, another run with Taylor. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Now Richardson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Being chased out left. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Richardson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Hall again. Taken down at the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Flushed out right. Williams brings it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Running left, it's Hall. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
Take 30.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Richardson looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colts. Michael Pittman his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Here's Rodgers to throw. That is caught, and he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back north. Mike.
Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A handoff for Hall. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Go to 50. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Here's Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Jump out!
To throw is Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, take 26. Hey, 88.
Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Richardson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they work this out past the 25. 27 yards there, a first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Motion man right, that's Pierce. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A give for Taylor running right side. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros. typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here.
Let's go. Go, Rick. Go. Come 19. Come 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Gay's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
This is 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's got this to Williams, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Oh, man, that could wind up being the key play of the ball game right there. Defensively here, you know they've got no timeouts. You've got to keep them away from the sidelines. Here, not only do they get the big yardage, but they get out of bounds as well.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here now, 2nd and goal.
Get 300. Get 300. Inside. Look again.
Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Zerline now for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Ashton Doolin now to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Richardson. This pass caught. It's Woods. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then...
oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.